Dearest love, there is a scare that is greater than any I have had, and I would have kept my mouth shut, but for the command to do as I must. Imagine a man you know from nowhere calling you by night, and in a dark place, he confides in you with these words: Pastor, I have killed a man. Please pray for me. The question that goes through your mind is, Boy, is he going to kill me too? We have not been given the spirit of fear, but it still does not stop your knees from shaking, though you manage to keep your voice steady and ask this man, please, what happened? His story is simple. He looked for a job, and a man that lived in their area helped him to get a job in the company he worked in. He was young. He was trained and he picked up quickly. He grew in the company. He heard people talking about this man who had helped him get the job, and he listened and contributed. He one day got the opportunity to speak to the owners of the company, and they liked his exuberance, and they gave him a position, and his mentor was happy for him. The day came, and his employers talked about the progress of the company and what must be done. They asked about downsizing and talked about his mentor. He feared for his own job and did not think twice about slandering his mentor to look good. For after all, he had been in the company for long, and if anyone should go, it should be him. He had been tasked to take the news of the layoff to his mentor. He had prepared himself and gone to see him after work. He had received him nicely, always happy to see him, and called him son. He gave him the bad news that he was to be laid off. His mentor had gone quiet for a moment, but then he put on a smile once again and told him not to worry and that he should not feel it is his fault. He had left the house. He was smiling at how easy he had been able to deliver the news. He did not go far when they called him. His mentor had collapsed just after he had left. He helped carry him into his car, and he sped to the hospital. Right to the emergency room he sent him. He stood there by the door as the doctor and nurses worked. He watched the wife of his mentor cry and could not answer when she asked what he had told him that worried him so much. When the nurse came out, it was obvious what the news would be. And he had walked from the hospital, left his car, walked, not knowing what to do because, in his own words, he had sacrificed his helper to satisfy his own selfish ambitions. All he had thought about was what he was to gain, but never what his mentor, who had seen him to where he is now, was to lose. It is so sad that from the secular to the church, from pulpit to pew, we have no shame in slandering and sacrificing others that we may reach the top. Yet it is written, I urge you then to make me completely happy by having the same thoughts, sharing the same love, and being one in soul and mind. Don't do anything from selfish ambition or from a cheap desire to boast, but be humble toward one another, always considering others better than yourselves, and look out for one another's interest, not just for your own. The attitude you should have is the one that Christ Jesus had. He always had the nature of God, but he did not think that by force he should try to remain equal with God. Instead of this, of his own free will, he gave up all he had and took the nature of a servant. He became like a human being and appeared in human likeness. Philippians chapter 2, verse 2 to 7. Will Christ find any living as he did, should he return this day? Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.